Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Many times, as I was scrolling on Ukrainska Pravda or Kiev Independent, or the new Voice of Ukraine, the Ukrainian media outlets, I kept seeing this picture, and let me show it to you right here. I kept seeing this picture many times, and I was like, man, this looks familiar, very familiar. And I said, what's going on here? You know what? And this is from Ukrinform this time, and I was like, what the hell reminds me of? And I found out. I had a little enlightenment, and it looks like this. Sorry, it's not the same guys. I understand. I'm not trying to make any, but it looks very much. Look at these guys. You can't make shit up. All their hands are on the mat right here on the table with the war plans. All their hands are on the freaking mat. I mean, you can make shit up. I'm sorry. Now I realize whenever I see this one, oh my God, this is what reminds me of. All right, nevertheless, we got an article here, my friends. Hey, idiots from you television. I don't mean to say that they're the same. It's just that they look like, anyway. And if you maybe don't remember, but the Ukrainians for some time used to use this word when referring to, if you remember, the iron or the steel general, the iron general, the steel offensive, the one I was thinking, referring to the Ukrainian side. I was thinking, that's not good. Don't use it anymore. Because Stalin means man of steel. So if these guys were referring to the iron general, steel president, man of steel was Stalin. So can you just... And I haven't seen that word. I don't think they listened to me or anything, but it was just a coincidence how these guys changed the Stalin. They changed it with the iron. They stopped with steel and iron mention. Now that I showed this BS here, maybe they will stop showing us this bullshit. Oh my. So let's see what's going on here. We have an article, and before I show you the article, and I'm going to read a little bit out of it, I have to tell you this. When I used to live in the communist system under Ceausescu knew everything. Okay, he knew everything. He was the dictator, president, however, but there was almost nothing that he was not good at. If, let's say, theater, he knew everything about it. Not everything, but he was opinionated and he talked like he knew. About soccer or football, he knew. About economy, he knew. About military, he knew. About everything. It was no subject he really did not know. And I'm thinking, well, you were a freaking, no offense, a peasant. You got what? How do you call it? He was like graduated fourth grader. He was a fourth grader. That's it. I think 4 grades he graduated. So first, second, third, and fourth. And he was good at everything. Now we have Zelensky. Surprisingly, it draws me the attention to this. Zelensky is good at everything now. He's the greatest general that the world has ever seen. Napoleon Bonaparte is a little boy compared with Mr. Zelensky. I have to tell you that I strongly doubt that. Okay, I think he graduated a college, if I remember, some technical college or something. So he's not an idiot. I don't put that in that department. And maybe he's a very well-read person. I give him that. But he was his job. He was a comedian, a clown, a comedian. Now it doesn't mean that comedians or clowns are stupid or anything. No, I'm not saying that. But now he's giving some military advice. Now this guy here. Right there, you remember that guy? He was a corporal, okay? But at least he got the Iron Cross 1 and 2, I think, in the First World War. So he showed something. I know he was decorated at least 2 times. So he kind of, at his level, I'm not trying to defend him, but even that guy had some direct experience with war. He made some blunders and all that in his strategy and so on, but nevertheless, he conquered almost the entire Europe on his own terms, as a corporal as he was. Now, Zelensky, on the other hand, gives us here as assessment as if he knows everything. Now he's a general. He knows military strategy. Where from, buddy? Anyway, let me read you this article. Again, it sounds a little bit funny as the picture that I depicted. Ukrainska Pravda. Training of conscripts should be based on, quote-unquote, real combat experience, Zelensky said, who had a lot of combat experience. But nevertheless, he can have an opinion. I'm not denying that, good or bad. He's entitled to it. This is from 15th of August. But I'm going to read you what he said on the social media. I don't think he wrote that. But anyway, here it is. President Volodymyr Zelensky believes the real combat experience should become a priority during the training of Ukrainian conscripts. So that means we need to have people to the front, the ones that already were on the front. Combat experience. How do you get combat experience but direct experience? So should become a priority during the training of Ukrainian conscripts. So you take the ones that were on the front and you train them. Okay, I agree with that. That sounds, logical. They know which one is left, which one is right already. So Zelensky's evening address on social media. So probably he said it. I don't know. He read it. He says the president says he is visiting the military in Zaporozhye Oblast on Tuesday. The fact that the training of soldiers is one of the key tasks was discussed during the meeting with the command. Quote, as he says, when there is such communication, brigade by brigade, and everyone has real combat experience, then it is possible to assess the situation much more deeply, to see how the specific experience of one brigade can be applied by other units and scaled to all our defense forces. Real combat experience, modern challenges and trends on a battlefield, fire exercises, maneuvers, the skills that our soldiers have and which must be extended to all brigades and made a priority in training centers, especially during the training of the mobilized. Well, that's a full mouth over there that, to be honest, I personally, and I'm not an expert whatsoever, okay, but for me that was too deep. I couldn't. So probably Zelensky is this deep general and understands the fight as all right. So he must know what he's talking about because he was logical in that one. But remember, he's not an expert, but he pretends to be, and he will pretend to be able to know everything. There's a danger in that. We don't know everything. We don't know we don't know as much as we can. It doesn't mean we should keep our mouths shut, But on the other hand, well, maybe you should let a general talk about that. Maybe you would be more entitled, or you know better than them, like the other guy, the corporal, knew better than his generals, remember? But anyway, this is it. I thought the picture was funny. I thought that this title and whatever Zelensky says to me reminds me of the communist dictator Ceausescu when there was no subject that he didn't know everything or the best, more than everybody else. And everybody was like, yes, yes, yes. Anyway, yeah, you're good. No, I guess that's the same situation. I'm just making fun, but know your limits. Know your limits. Like, for instance, here in my little videos, I don't touch on certain subjects that I really don't have any clue. And if I don't have any clue about something, I tell you, well, I'm not an expert in, military strategy whatsoever. But I can smell an idiot, it's because an idiot can smell an idiot. Is that what it is? Anyway, you figured it out. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.